What's up, everybody? Justin here, X4 Prospecting. It's not the weekend, but I do have the afternoon off from work, and it's February, and it's a very nice day out here. 60 degrees in February. Oh yeah, I'm coming out to the creek to look for more gold. Hope you enjoy this episode. Alright, it's already 12:30 in the afternoon. Have the afternoon off of work. 60 degrees. I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to come out here and at least try to run a bucket or two of good North Carolina pay dirt. We're back at our favorite little honey hole here. An easy place to come, and if you can find a crevice that we haven't worked, there's typically good gold. The only trick is finding a crevice that we haven't worked already. I think I found one, and I went ahead and got about a third of a bucket of material to run through the sluice. So let's go ahead and run it through the sluice and see if that's good ground or if it's tailings and we wasted our time. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the tripod up down there, make sure the sluice is operating efficiently, and I'll come back to you guys. All right, let's go ahead and run this material. Now, if you notice, every time I do a scoop, I keep the material inside of the scoop active and fluid. That way, it easily exchanges when it hits the sluice box. Allows your gold to fall out of your heavies, keeps your clay from globbing up. Because the last thing you want to do is have a big clay ball run down your drop riffle sluice. That will take away all your gold, and back in the creek it goes, and well, you'd be SOL. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and run this bucket, and we'll come back and see what we have. Alright, we just ran our, I guess, quarter to a third of a gallon or 5-gallon bucket here. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good way to start off February. Check this out. We have a almost picker. Well, I guess that's a picker. Look at that. Nice. And we have a lot of chunky gold in there. That's pretty good. All right, let's see if we can knock out 2 more of those buckets. That's gonna be the goal. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, after about another hour and a half, I've got 2 more buckets ready to go. This bucket right here is about halfway full. This one right here is about maybe a third of the way full. So that's going to be all the material we run today. We're going to do the orange bucket first. We'll come back and do the gray bucket. We'll pan them out separately, and we'll do a quick snuffer dump before the end of the day. All right. All right, let's sluice some material. There we go, we got some gold showing up. 3 or 4 specks right there. Here's a nice flake. Oh yeah, that's a really nice flake. Alright, so I'm gonna, when I do this cleanup, we'll run the other bucket and we'll just put it all in the blue bucket and then we'll pan them both out at the same time. So I will come back to you guys when we've run both of these buckets. Alright, I'm going to walk back that last statement I made about cleaning them both up at once, both buckets. Primarily because if I clean them both up at once and just emptied both cons into the blue bucket right here, those 2 buckets were from 2 different spots. And that really wouldn't give me any more knowledge about where this gold is hanging out on this creek. So I'm going to run them separately, pan them out separately, and then I'll go home knowing something I didn't know before, you know, running those 2 buckets. And that's gonna ultimately lead me into being a better gold prospector. So yeah, I try to strive to learn something new about my hobby, gold prospecting, every time I'm out here. And I'm constantly, you know, learning new stuff and evolving. So yeah, I challenge you guys to do the same when you're out prospecting and, you know, out doing your hobbies. Just try to learn something new, and eventually you'll get better at what it is you do. All right, with that being said, I do have the pan out from the orange bucket, and it's not bad. It's actually a very good cleanup for the small amount of material that I ran. Now, the interesting thing is going to be what is in that Yeti bucket. And I'm about to walk down the creek and show you where I got both of those buckets from. I just realized last time you guys saw me make this walk, there was a bunch of snow on the ground. Then what do you know? 60 degrees out here. That's North Carolina for you. Okay, so the orange bucket came from that whole crevice right there, and that crevice and this crevice. So I got straight down on top of that bedrock, and as you can see, when you look up the creek, that creek makes a very slight left-hand turn and then a very sharp right-hand turn. Okay, so as it comes through here, the water's moving really fast. I mean, you can see the water right there. It's moving fast on that side of the stream. And this is the very first leading edge of an inside bend. So I was just working the bedrock all the way across. Got to right there, and then I started finding really good gold. So the second bucket is from right there, all along that bedrock. You can see how it's just breaking up and fracturing, but that's also where the faster moving water is. So that's why we're doing a little test here, and we're gonna walk away from this test knowing if there's more gold in the faster moving waters right as it begins to drop out and slow down, or if it's going to be down a little bit farther, which you would think the more flour gold or fine gold would be farther down, bigger gold would be closer to where the faster moving water is. But you never really know until you test it out, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, we have the gray bucket, the Yeti bucket there. Let's go ahead and run it, and we'll come back and I'll show you the results and see how we do. Alright guys, we just got done running the gray bucket, and well, we learned that the gold is pretty much the same in both the spots. So that's something new that I didn't know before. Yeah, I'm always striving to get better at what it is I do in everyday life, even my hobbies, gold prospecting. Again, this is a hobby for me. I bring you guys along just so that I can shed some light as to what's available here in the national forests of North Carolina. And yeah, if I can inspire just one person to get out and go gold prospecting, then it's all worth it for me. And yeah, I strive every time I'm out here. I strive to do at least 1% better than the last time I was out. I try to learn something new every time I'm out here, and that's what it's all about. And anyway, here is the gold from the Yeti bucket. That is pretty good. 3 pretty consistent runs. That's a pretty good start to February, that's for sure. Alright, I have my dedicated XP snuffer bottle. I've only got 2 of those. Again, I ask if anybody knows where I can get more XP snuffer bottles without having to buy the whole panning kit. Please let me know. I know a couple people sent me the link to the one over there in Australia, but they don't ship to the US. Trust me, I tried that one. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. We're gonna go ahead and snuff this gold up, and we'll do a quick snuffer dump and we'll be done for the day. All right, guys, we'll come back. All right, I think we ran probably about maybe 7 gallons of material. Check out this snuffer dump from 7 gallons of material. That is remarkable. A lot of nice chunky pieces in there too. And getting some of the lead out of the creek. It's pretty good, guys. That is pretty good. I don't know if we'll weigh this up. I'll definitely clean it up. It will go into probably the first weigh-in for February. So I'll separate it out, and yeah, we'll set it aside, but we'll include it in the next video you guys see. Yeah, gonna go ahead and snuff this up and head out because the sun is setting quick and my feet are getting cold. Alright, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And with that, we are out.